As I look, I'm not as old as I sound, but I'm a work in progress.
All right. Bless him, Jesus.
Willing to be used by God.
Praise the Lord.
If you would turn with me to the book of 1 Corinthians 13. I was asked on last night to give inspiration. That's what I intend to do, is give you inspiration. When you have it, please say amen.
Amen.
If you have an ability to take notes, please write down some key things on the day.
1 Corinthians 13.
Yes, sir. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have the faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but I do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Verse 8, love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, but when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, and I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I become a man, I put away of childhood behind me. For now we only see a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then shall I know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love.
Yes.
Amen.
Say to yourself, we need love.
We need love.
We need love.
We need love.
These are all showing, comparing, and contrasting. If we have certain things, minus the common denominator of love, it all equals to zero.
Right.
So no matter what we add up, no matter what we multiply in the front end of the equation, if we don't put love in there as a common denominator, it equals in zero.
All right.
Okay.
Now, in the world, we are taught to be objective to everything. That means to have two viewpoints. You know, you have to be open-minded, see it from both ways, objective. In the kingdom of God, we are only to be subjective to one. That's a difference.
Amen. Big.
It's a big difference. Say, we need love.
We need love.
In the beginning, Adam was created, the world was created, Eve was created. I'm going through kind of fast because we should know these things and we know these things. And God saw that it was all good and very good, right?
Yes.
The command was given of which tree to not eat from. So if we fast forward to the New Testament, we could kind of look at that as the law being given, right? Do not eat. Where the law is, sin is increased.
Right.
However, sin had no voice.
Right.
So the voice of sin came to us in the garden.
In the garden.
He gave us an objective viewpoint to a subjective direction. Do not, why not? See?
Yes.
Now, ever since then, when God's voice came down, and okay, they were afraid, his voice came down, and And he said, okay, Eve, you've done this. Why did you do this? Adam, why did you hearken unto Eve's decision?
Well,
Because you have hearkened to her. You were subjective to another one.
Mm-hmm.
To another's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
To another's thoughts. Why?
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, 2,500 plus years later, have we yet digressed to being subjective only to one?
well,
Have we ever reached that place where other things don't matter?
Mm-hmm.
Just the kingdom.
Right.
That's how he set it up, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Gave us dominion, power, and all our resources.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, which we see in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
the objective voice came.
well,
We are to be only subjective to the triumph.
Right.
all right.
That's it.
That's it.
Economical growth, social status, worldly principles, the American dream.
Mm.
See, America, our world that we live in, it liberates us, so people think.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us all options to all avenues. We can get anything we want, but it teaches us to be very independent.
Mm-hmm.
Very independent. Get it on your own. You make it on your own. If you struggle, oh well, there's a way to get through it. You have to. If not for you, for your kids' sake. Establish yourself. The kingdom is about being dependent on one.
Mm-hmm.
So with
Well-
these concepts in our mind, it's hard for us to do one or the other.
So true.
Do we work and do we succeed by man? Do we lift up those who are around us to warn us of a sword that's coming if they can't see the sword? The presidents can't see the sword right now. Your job may not be able to see the sword. They can only read economical geographicals, right? They can only read the tendencies. But who knows it all?
God.
Bless him, Lord.
Who has it all?
God.
Who's giving us it all?
God.
So let's be subjective to one, including love.
Yes.
Love. We try to get around it. We preach about it. We talk about it. But on our one-on-one basis,
Mm-hmm.
with the people we know, with the people we come in contact with our family members, is God's love exhibited or is our will exhibited?
Mm-hmm.
Are we subjective only to God and His word and His will? Or do we remain objective, making excuses to get around subjectivity?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't have to love you because of this.
Mm-hmm.
He said love holds no record of wrongs.
He said it.
We want God to do it for us, but we don't care how He does it for them.
Right.
well,
This is a group effort.
Yes.
We, not me.
Yes.
This is a we, not me thing.
Yeah.
He established the kingdom and He sent His Son for all of us.
Yes.
In the walls of church, out of the walls of church, in the streets, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
All of us. If you go with me, that's the first point. I just want to lay the understory of love.
Mm-hmm.
That is our common denominator.
Yes.
Love and subjectivity. You can't be loving like the Father loves us if you have an objective viewpoint,
Right.
still seeing God with the option.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a contingency plan, I'm going to do this, God, but if it doesn't work, I got this in my back pocket.
Come on, come on, come on.
I need your healing, but I'm going to pop 2 Motrins, so if it don't work, I'm backed up. Not against medical,
Yeah.
but I shouldn't have to preface it like that.
Right.
It's the truth.
Right.
There's no ulterior motives with God. He's one directional. He shows us clear and concise in His word.
Mm-hmm.
No contingency plans. Just you, God. So now if I'm seeking the kingdom solely, I get all the byproducts of the kingdom.
Yes.
well,
But we will go after the byproducts and our conception of kingdom dwindles to nothing.
Right.
That's how our hearts get turned to stone.
Mm-hmm.
bless him, Lord.
Because we weren't subjected to His love for us.
Mm-hmm.
So it made it hard for us to love others.
Mm-hmm.
When I can't accept how good He's been to me. How faithful and merciful He's been to me. Not only that, how He's given me all the resources I need to not only be taking care of myself, but to harvest others.
Yes.
I use an example. Can I get about 5 people to come to the front? 5 people.
Yeah, where y'all got?
Use it.